Good morning and welcome back to the channel. It's Easter Sunday and we're on board Celebrity Silhouette on our transatlantic voyage heading towards Lisbon. It's day 10 of our 13-night cruise. We didn't order any breakfast this morning as we do tend to start to skip a meal or so as the cruise goes on because you just find yourself eating all the time. Chris and Ian had extra scrambled eggs which they didn't order, so they popped through with some, so Paul had it. It was very overcast outside. We stayed in the room to watch NCIS Los Angeles. After this we popped up to poolside. We just needed the sun to burn away the clouds. We got our chairs by the pool and had it all set up for everyone to join us, but it just kept spitting with rain every now and again. Everyone came up and joined, except Chris, whose back was hurting due to sciatica. As the sun was still to burn through the clouds, I went up to the Ocean View Cafe to get some hot drinks. The only snag was I didn't bring my phone, and they had two big massive chocolate Easter eggs and some amazing looking Easter cakes. So I made the teas, I took them back to poolside, and then I went back up with my camera in hand to get some photographs. Everywhere I go, people are so amazed at the DJI Pocket 2 camera. They do not believe that something so small can film in 4K. So as I was chatting to some staff members about it, they gave me a lovely solid chocolate Easter bunny. And I went back down to the seats by the pool with the chocolate Easter bunny in hand and 3 delicious Easter cupcakes which were decorated like rabbits. Ian and Tony were just arriving. Ian was quite annoyed that Tony hadn't got him any chocolate or an egg for Easter. What a drama queen. I gave him my bunny and went back up to get another. We found a free chaise lounge by the pool, and so we messaged Chris and set it up for him so he could come down and join us. He had been using ibuprofen gel during the morning, which had made things a little bit less painful. There was an announcement made by the captain that we had a medical emergency on board and that we were going to have to change course and head down south towards Madeira for the passengers to be airlifted from the ship. Now we did get an announcement to say the aircraft was coming first to scan the ship as we don't have a helipad that the helicopter could land on. The helipad is winch only on this ship. The aircraft arrived and circled us quite a bit before the captain came over the tonneau again to say that the helicopter would be doing the manoeuvre over the back of the ship on the aft of decks 15 and 16 and that those decks would be cleared very shortly. Our balcony is in the aft, so we stood out on it to watch the helicopter arrive and it hovered right above our heads. You have to commend the helicopter pilot for some amazing flight skills, as he held the helicopter steady above the ship, which was travelling quite fast. It took about 6 to 7 minutes for the passengers to be airlifted up to the basket, and then the helicopter door was shut and they were on their way. Good thing is, we know that the person who was airlifted off is now back at home and is fine. We put on the TV in the stateroom just to see how far off course we were. This would give us an indication of rough time of arrival into Lisbon the following day, which is our last port of call before the final 2 days at sea as we head back to Southampton. So the captain made an announcement that we wouldn't get into Lisbon until around 4:30 PM and that we'd still be leaving at 11 PM as scheduled. The stowaways were quite happy with a large chocolate bunny. We had some cake delivered to us and a bottle of wine, compliments of the concierge. After this, it was time for us to start to get ready for dinner. We had agreed to meet in the World Bar again for drinks beforehand. We had been watching an episode of NCIS as we were getting ready. It hadn't finished, but we did want to know how it ended. We left the room and went down to the World Bar. Juliana made me a nice cocktail drink which was passion fruit based. We then headed along the hallway for dinner at the Sushi on 5 restaurant. Tonight was Indian night and this is a specialty and had a cover charge per person. If you want to see the full menu, then please don't forget to press the pause button. It was family style, so they bring out everything for you to try.
Coming.
Okay.
So let me explain what we got today. Chicken biryani, first one, bottom. We have a white rice here. Then we have aloo gobi, the cauliflower and potato.
Yep.
We have a lentil curry. Right on top we have a mutton, is a lamb curry.
Okay.
Then we have a paneer cottage cheese with spinach and a butter chicken.
That's enough for me then.
Yep.
No, thirsty.
The dinner was delicious and we had a nice time. After dinner we headed up to the Ocean View Cafe on 14 to make some hot chocolates and get a cup of tea before bed. And there were still some nice Easter cakes upstairs, so we got some more pictures. We had the TV on in the background and noticed the same episode of NCIS came up again, so we were able to watch it to the end. And with that, it's time for us to bid you all a good night. So good night, sailors, and we will see you again on board before we sail into Lisbon tomorrow.